Today we're going to go over a routine maintenance item. That would be a serpentine belt. Essentially, that is your drive belt, aka when you pop the hood. If you have a front-wheel drive car, it should be in the on the side, and if you have a rear-wheel drive car, it should be on the front, with an exception to, I guess, like your Acura Legends, which have a front-wheel drive, but it's transversely. I mean, it's longitudinally. Whatever, who cares? We're not talking about Acura Legends. But anyway, now guys, let's say you get that message on your iDrive in your instrument cluster and your heads-up display. It'll say charging malfunction, and it'll have a little battery symbol. What that means is that the car is not charging properly, and what charges the car is the alternator. So if you look down here, we have the alternator, okay? And the way that the alternator gets that charge, or the way that the alternator is able to charge the battery, is it runs off of what's called a drive belt or serpentine belt. This is my serpentine belt in its current form. Now, if I'm that good of a cameraman, this piece right here goes onto the belt and it spins. That belt also wraps around. You have your pulley, your crank pulley, your air conditioned condenser, and you have two idler pulleys. One is a tensioner idler pulley and one is a regular idler. Some other cars use the power steering, hydraulic power steering, even the water pump and certain things like that associated with the drive belt. This has a lot of electric things, i.e. electric water pump, electric power steering, which means that it doesn't really affect a lot of the essential things you need to get this vehicle home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, if you're stuck in a jam, the steps that you would need to take this car home, i.e., you should be able to make it home when it first pops up and you're headed home, or you need to get to a shop or something like that, or just park it up at a destination, maybe your job or something. If you are at work, or if you're on your way to work and you need to get home, maybe you could borrow an outlet, a charger, and charge your car so that you can make it home and make it to the BMW shop. It just eliminates a lot of the roadside assistance, and you get stuck out on the road. And so I hope it was a bit help to you. The two main things we're going to be focusing on is this ground and this positive connection right here. I recommend using these connections, brethren. Ow! I hit my shin on the tow hook. Be careful, guys. Just plug this in to the outlet. And we're going to take the positive and negative, and I'm going to place the negative right here on the provided ground, and the positive right here. Next thing we're going to do is select the amperage, and we will select 2, and there we go, the car is charging. Now, this is a sort of maintenance issue. You can see my belt got completely chewed up. I did hear a slight sound, and what that ended up being was the pulley, not the tensioner pulley, but the idler, just the regular free idler pulley, I'm going to call it. It just sits right there. It actually froze up. So if you try to wiggle it right now, you'll notice that it's seized. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna show you guys a picture, but it's seized. You cannot move it at all, and they're supposed to be free. Like all these, I could spin freely. Alternator, I could spin freely. However, that idler pulley down there, I cannot, and that is essentially what happened. I mean, one of the main reasons I realized that happened is because if you look on the actual pulley, you'll see like the rug burn from the serpentine belt, which obviously will fall off and snap. But none of that is the end of the world, because your car is still able to drive. It really won't leave you stranded per se, but it's not recommended that you continue driving because you'll do that. Now, this being a maintenance item, I recommend you change this every 53,378 miles. The reason why I'm so specific is because that's kind of when my belt snapped. And if you guys take a look over here or over there, I don't know where I'm going to put it at, but I'm going to put a link to what I purchased. It is a kit from FCP Euro. It comes with the serpentine belt. It comes with 2 of the pulleys, the idler pulley and the tensioner pulley. And it comes with the bolt that goes in the tensioner pulley, because I guess BMW requires you change your bolts. It's subjective, but if it comes with it, I would say do it. The kit went for about $111. They do have free shipping. It takes 7 to 10 business days. However, I purchased the, I guess, UPS ground shipping. It's coming from Connecticut. About $7. Total about $119.10. The car's gonna be out for a couple days just because it's holiday season and it's taking a while for the shipping to actually come. I've actually even contemplated driving up to get it, but it's kind of dumb. I'm not sure if a lot of you know this now, but I just actually got my car back up and running from drive shaft twisting incident. I was gonna film me changing the drive shaft, however, I realized I was taking it out. Very cumbersome, it was really cold outside and I just wanted to get it done. I kind of grew impatient with the shipping and everything like that. So, I mean, there's a little bit that there's a couple videos that I have of it, but I'm not sure if I'm really gonna put it up. Being that, I mean, I don't think a lot of you guys are gonna, you know, find that content interesting anyway, just more so just updating you guys that I got it done. And I listened to you guys and I went out and I borrowed some jack stands from my boy because safety is important. And I realized that if I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do something, or if I'm gonna be showing you guys, I guess, put it on a public platform, the best thing I can do is exercise, you know, the best safety that I can. Being that I don't know what age group, and some people might not know, some people might go by me and say, oh, well, he made it, and you know, something unfortunate can happen to them. So I appreciate all the comments. Bad ones, good ones, it doesn't matter, but thank you for letting me know that maybe I should use jack stands and not be so risky. And I listen to you guys and I understand that I have to do that because it's safe. So as far as that, now as I go into here, taking a look at the car, because I have been in a little bit of a slump with this thing. This thing has not been as good as I would have liked it to be, and especially now that it's getting cold and I don't want to get out here and work on the car. But one thing you have to understand when you're talking about the reliability, or you question the reliability of a vehicle, you have to understand that, one, the quality of work that you put into it, two, the quality of the parts that you put into it, and three, the parts that you put into it. You know, I don't expect a tuned car doing a lot of hooligan things to be just as reliable, or maintenance items go the same intervals. You know, it's kind of like if you slam it on your brakes, if you're a hard braker, do you expect your brakes to last as long as somebody else who just drives on the highway? No, not at all. So with that being said, I drive my car, I love my car, and I drive it kind of how I want to. Now with that being said, I am going to dial down on the driving a bit because I really don't feel like fixing this thing anymore. It's kind of costing me some cash, you know. So I'll delve into that a little bit more with the reliability of this car and other BMWs to let you guys know what my opinion is. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm going to show you guys how to put the drive belt on the car when it comes in the mail. So this is, I'm filming this today, but I'll probably have something different on because the drive belt won't be here today. I'm just going to go over and take a look at some of the items, some of the things in the car, because I noticed a couple smells. These are crucial parts when looking at your BMW because these things have a lot of oil leaks. So what I'm doing right now is I'm inspecting an oil filter housing gasket. And if you guys can look down there, you see we do have signs of oil leak. So I'm seeing something right below here, and it looks like it's dripping down on the oil lines. So I'm gonna lift up just a tad bit, go over here in the corner, and it looks like this backing plate is showing signs of oil residue as well. So we have to address that issue coming soon. And if we look to the side, this is oh yeah, here we go. Yep. So if you guys getting a weird smell in your car, smells like oil or something burning, definitely check this. Oh yeah, here we go. So if you guys can see down there, I don't know if you can, I'm trying to shine the light as best I can. That shield right there, that has a lot of oil residue over it. It's spilling over onto the exhaust manifold, which would cause a oil smoke condition. The valve cover looks like it might need to be changed in the near future. And the reason why I tend to look at these problems around this mileage is because that's sort of kind of the mileage where these things tend to go. I'll get back to you guys when the belt comes in and we're going to install this belt. I'm going to show you guys how to install this belt, what you need to take off, what tools you need, and that'll be it.